Hello everyone and welcome to Norwich Theatre, and I'm here with the fabulous cast of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. We've got Samantha Womack, Robyn, Sinclair and Ammar Duffus, and thank you so much for taking the time out today to talk to me about the show ahead. It's such an exciting week. We've had a couple of questions in from social media and a couple of questions from myself as well. So the first one for you all as a collective is, what have you enjoyed the most about learning your role?
I think for me, just really, Susan's such a nerd. She loves a book and she loves a rule. And I think that's a really natural place for me to be as well, but obviously it's not a very fun place to be a person. And so it's been really nice getting to pretend to be a kid and also pretend to be that kind of kid in a way that's useful and fun. Yeah.
For me, I think it's learning the kind of relationships between each of my siblings.
Okay.
But also, because I'm the oldest of 3 children as well, so it was kind of bringing that into the show and what I'm like with my actual younger brother and sister.
Yeah.
To the actual Pevensies, which is nice.
Do you have some comparisons with
a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. My brother's a little bit, a little bit annoying. It's a brother. And my sister too. But it's nice to kind of just bring that into the show and kind of experiment with that and find out all the differences and nuances and things like that.
Of course. And what do you think audiences can expect this week from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
I suppose it's kind of a multi-generational show, so it's kind of appealing to everyone for different reasons. It feels very poignant now because it's about kind of feeling displaced and the natural world and all the big questions. Why are we here? Good and bad. What does life mean? What does death mean? Topical stuff. But it's also just really, it's a beautiful spectacle, and I think we all, every week, because we've been touring it for quite a long time, every time we come to a different space we find something new with it. And also we're quite a full cast at the moment because we've been knocked back like lots of people by the virus obviously, so we're all tight and together, and that feels really good, so I'm hoping it will be a good show.
Yeah. And Sam, as a television actress, what about working in theatre appeals to you compared to on the screen?
It's changed as I've got older. Probably the thing I used to love about television or film was just having a thought and it translating, not having to magnify that. I used to like that. Interestingly now, as I get older, the creative process, I think I've understood that I like more control creatively, so I find repetition quite difficult. Okay. So with TV, shooting out of order, but also having to repeat the same things over and over again.
Different
it's a completely different skill set, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like an entirely different job. The fact that it's called the same thing is bizarre, because actually the talents or the passion needed for both are so different. I think I gravitate at the moment towards being in control creatively with the theatre. We've got control over our own performances, and there's an immediacy to it as well.
Yeah, you get that instant reaction, whereas with TV you're waiting a couple of weeks until it maybe aired.
Yeah, it's just different. It's funny how it changes depending on where you're at in your life, but right now that feels healthier for me for some reason.
And Ammar and Robyn, what kind of got you into theatre in the first place?
For me, it was my mum. She kind of just threw loads of stuff at me as a kid. So
musical theatre or dramas?
Or all of that, like musical theatre, like swimming, football. She just said, just go.
Try all the hobbies and see which one you like the most.
And then kind of see what you kind of pick up.
Yeah.
And it was eventually just acting for me. And I started off at Stagecoach and then kind of just went from there. So that was my kind of route into it.
That's so nice. I started at Stagecoach as well.
Did you know that?
No. Because I know you've obviously done theatre for a really long time, right? But yeah, my parents similarly sort of threw us at drama clubs, like Saturday clubs, and we did dance for a while as well. And it was always really fun, but I never really knew it was something that you could do as a job until I got a bit older, and then my friends were taking it a lot more seriously and going on to drama schools and things like that. So I auditioned and then did that, and yeah, sort of how I ended up here. Yeah.
And have you had a favourite moment about the tour so far? Because obviously you've been touring for quite a while now, since autumn last year, has it been? So have you been at a favourite moment on stage, or has there been anything that stuck out to you, or a favourite scene within the show that you always like really love getting to?
I actually had a really nice moment yesterday because we'd all been away from each other for a week. And it's a very, it's quite a large company, and we've been through quite a lot. We've had a lot of drama, like the rest of the world has, during the production, and we've been like constantly recovering from those things. And yesterday, I don't know about you, I got back on stage and I heard everyone start to sing together again and heard the music again, and it kind of just reignited my love for the show. It was just like, wow, I hadn't realised I'd missed everyone as much as I did.
Yeah, I think similarly yesterday for me it was my first show back from B&L.
Oh, okay.
So it was an amazing thing, and I think one thing that stuck out for me was seeing all the reindeers. Yeah. Because these last few weeks,
that is my favourite answer ever.
We haven't seen many reindeers. Like,
we've done that bit with 2 reindeers.
It
feels different.
And yesterday I saw like all of them at me. I was like, oh wow, this is amazing.
So some people are impressed by the lion, some people are impressed by the white witch.
It's these reindeers.
They're so cute though.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're amazing.
And finally, we know obviously Aslan communicates through his spirit voice. What would your spirit animals be, as just not within your characters, but what are your spirit animals?
I love a killer whale.
Yeah.
I love an orca. Yeah. I know it's terrible because I call killer whales. I just very slow.
Picking up a seal.
Yeah. Just deep under the ocean.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's always my answer. I just love them.
I'd probably say I'm a tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, probably a tortoise. Yeah. Just takes it really slow.
Takes it nice and steady, relax, very chill.
Very chill. Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't have one that I can think of, but I've always been fascinated by seahorses. I just thought they were quite a rare, sweet thing. I'm not sure this is the right thing to say, but when I had one, my grandmother had travelled and she got back a kind of fossilised seahorse, and this was a very treasured object to me, and I would just look at this little thing and just be, just couldn't believe that it was like a mini horse that lived in the sea, and the way it moves, and it's quite mysterious. So yeah, I don't know if I'm like a seahorse. It's like them.
What about your character? What would you say your character's spirit animal is?
Oh, she's a serpent-like.
Yeah.
So she swells and changes depending on what she smells. She smells damage, and then she morphs into that. So maybe one of the kind of serpents that change colour and shape in order to camouflage, definitely. And then puffs up her neck before she kills. Quails.
That's really nice. Yeah, I like that.
Well, if that doesn't encourage you to come and see the show this week, I don't know what will.
Bring your children.
Family friendly.
I love it.
Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is here at Norwich Theatre Royal up until Saturday the 9th of April. You can book your tickets online at norwichtheatre.org or call 01603 63 0000. Sam, Robyn, Ammar, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.